stream?
Okay, we're going live. Oh boy.
Are we there?
I think so. I think we are going live. Okay, wait. Everyone say hi.
Hi. There's no thing up. Oh, it's there. Grace.
Okay, we're ready.
Go
We're
on.
live. We are live. Oh my
I
god.
can see it.
We're
Can
live.
you check it?
Jesus
Hello.
Christ, that was stressful.
You can hear
Oh
all of
my
us.
goodness
You can hear-
me.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
Alright.
Christ alive.
That was great.
Oh, damn it.
Invite the 3 people who were watching it back, or we might lose it.
Oh my
Just
god, that was
invite them to the
horrible.
Discord. Let's just cut the corner.
I'm actually gonna stop watching now.
I have to go. I'm sorry.
Mum says dinner's on.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Hey there, guys. This is my
Hi.
Twitch stream. I'm gonna be playing some Fortnite here with Phazer tonight. It's gonna be
Going for
great.
world number
right?
one
Okay,
speed
we're
run.
here
420.
Fortnite, any percent, 420 rank.
That was so annoying.
Derealization debuted at
Yes.
420
Fuck that one,
Where's my
didn't you?
golden record?
on the
I told you where it is. It's in the
what's
bin.
that thing called?
Oh shit, yeah.
The Bangla charts.
I've never, that was
just
the most
the
hectic
normal
thing.
charts,
that was
dude.
horrible.
You should probably go
I
and
listen to it.
share this link
I'm
again.
sharing the new link so that people realise that we're not complete fuck up.
Sure.
I think the audience is gone.
I hope not.
Maybe we'll even play a song.
Oh yeah.
There's no point. Grace, what would you like to know about the Taser project? You hear live now on the other line.
We have Grace online too. Alright, so
Then who's on line 1, dude?
I don't know, but
Can
Okay,
I just
the link
enjoy
is-
myself here?
get the fuck out of here.
No, if we're not enjoying ourselves, you're a shit. You're not allowed to.
Okay, so legit. Hello. We're sorry. 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 Okay, so
Oh, that's sorry. Just not sorry. Just embarrassed.
yeah, honestly. Okay, so today is release day. So, you know,
For
we
all
have
those members of
a little party with me, myself, and I. By that I mean me, Max, and Dan. so
Jim
Max,
Carrey in
Max,
1998
Dan,
and Renee
introduce yourself.
Zellweger.
Max.
Just told you who we are. Jim
Alright,
Carrey
Fucking,
from 1998.
yeah, but it's white hot, is it not? Who?
I'm Dan Frandisco.
Hold on, let's not confuse it.
And I make trap.
Okay, hold on. So we got Dan Frandisco from where are you right now, Dan?
I'm in my mum's front room. I'm in Worcester.
Okay, and Max.
In Worcester.
Max is in where?
I'm in
Grace, shut the fuck up.
countryside, just looking out over like some sort of hill.
Grace, shut.
Stop talking to the audience, Taylor.
I can't hear Max. I can just see Grace laugh.
What? You can't hear
Oh no,
me.
I can now. I think it just,
Do I need to turn the gain up?
No, don't. Please don't turn the gain
Should
up.
Should I
So,
turn the gain
and then
up
so
really
we've
bad?
got Max in the countryside. We've got Dan in Worcester
A
sauce,
city, supposedly.
and we've got me in Woking, which is absolutely fantastic.
Worcester.
Worcester sauce. Okay, so now that we're all here, after half an hour,
Gains equal up. Turn the
no,
gains up.
no, don't eat.
Is that? Don't encourage him.
Please don't encourage him because he will end up putting his mic through a pedal and bursting our eardrums. All right, so guys,
Save it
it's
for the
release
second
day.
half.
Cracking
It's
one
420.
open. Wait, shh, we're gonna have some ASMR. Ooh.
Oh, that was
Ooh.
magnificent.
That was magnificent. That's a Guinness, baby.
Like, yeah, Guinness, that's an integral part of Taser.
Your
A lot of,
one Guinness allowance for the day.
Shut up.
You have to. Guinness is the blackest drink out of all, but it's actually also a deep ruby.
It is
And
deep
those are the
ruby,
colours of
yeah. Deep
taser,
ruby is
so
very taser. We like that.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
cheers.
Guinness, sponsor us.
That was me cheersing the mic.
I'm drinking tequila Cointreau
Jesus
and tonic.
Christ. Oh, right.
I'm a nice
Lord.
Amstel. I've already
You
spilled
got
quite a bit of it.
spilt your Amstel.
Spin your Amstel. Is it in a pint glass though?
No. If it was in a pint glass, I would have spilled a lot of it.
Okay, so I think what we should do first is go through all these questions that we've got.
I think let's play the song.
Oh shit, yeah, because it didn't even play last time. All right. Let's play the song then.
You're gonna play the song? Okay, give me a
Okay,
second.
ready? This is Derealization by Phazer. Enjoy.
Best radio MC ever. Can I? Let's not play the song.
That's not.
I'm gonna play another one I'm working on.
Don't.
You
No,
need
wait
to
on
give me a
Dan.
minute because I
Right,
didn't
okay,
have my
okay, that's
settings.
fair
I didn't
enough.
have
He-
the right setting thing
Alright.
open. I've got to
Dan's
swap
like
so much stuff
frantically
over.
clicking all over.
Stop fucking complaining.
This is On the Rocks by White Heart. Take it away.
This is not what this is.
Good night.
Thanks, Grace. Grace got me there. If anyone. Oh, there we go then.
This is karaoke, yeah.
Something so divine, maybe it's right, and I can't keep up with time. Try to change my mind. Expressing on the same line. Adoration and pride. Can you feel it? You know what I want. You know what I want. I say what I want. The sound of familiar keys, the beauty society sees, the pure satisfaction of sipping in an ocean, the warmth of comforting needs, the taste of living faith, the heart of stumbling grace, counter repetition and creative reaction, the warmth of during case acceptance. Passions I cannot sort, bindings contort. Now I can't stand my space, am I standing alone? Expressing the same mind. Adoration and pride. Can you hear it? Can you feel it? Do you know what I want? You know what I want. I say what I want. Look at love, see within my mind. And I have the same inside as me. Sound of familiar keys, the beauty society sees, the pure satisfaction of sipping in an ocean, the warmth of comforting needs, the taste of withering faith, the heart of stumbling grace, cancel repetition and create a reaction, the warmth of theory in case acceptance.
Okay. That was that. Where are my boys? Come back to me.
Oh wow, I'd not heard that before.
Oh, who made that?
Hello, am I back?
Yeah.
Blue
Can you hear me?
curacao, orange juice, and a large dash of cranberry juice. Does that drink
Oh,
have a name?
dude.
Mix chuck whatever other spirits in you want. The result is blacker than Guinness. The end result is darker. Fucking hell. I mean, no.
That sounds gross. Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
All right. Should we talk about the single for a bit and then do questions?
All right, yeah. Talk
Okay.
about your single for a
So-
bit.
Why not?
Demonization. How did that happen? Because we weren't originally going to make a single, were we? We weren't going to make a single. We weren't timing it for now.
Quite
We went,
deep into an album.
yeah,
Mm.
halfway through an album, and we were like, "Oh shit, there's a pandemic, and we can't get to each other's like setups."
We couldn't finish the album to the way that we'd
Mm.
recorded it. We needed to like keep that ethos of what we'd done.
Yeah, the quality.
I was just really upset and needed to make some trap.
Yeah.
You do when you're upset, you make trap. Just trap is the saddest music there is.
So then we
You
all
need to sell drugs to make trap.
Max.
Check.
I mean, he's
Let's
right.
put.
Or
So
like kill
we don't make
someone.
trap. So yeah,
Hazel
how long did it take
Fever.
to make that? Like a couple weeks.
We've been
like
doing a
month?
quick turnaround.
I don't
Just
know.
It was like a
Thought we
month.
better
Well,
get
the-
some bits together.
The backing track was done in like 2 days. It was just a lot of fucking around.
The lyrics,
Not
the
a big
recording,
the
the
way though,
vocals was
innit?
honestly really stressful because I would send over 20 takes and it's like, it's not fucking good enough. I need 10 more. Because the vocal booth was awful. But I had a bed sheet over a door.
That's
Didn't
good
sound
method.
great.
But it,
No,
it
no,
ended
it's
up
not.
sounding good. Even though like 10 minutes before our deadline, I was shouting at Dan about one part. Of the
We were
verse.
having a bit
But
of
we
a tiff.
thought, as we couldn't get the album going as soon as we wanted because of this lockdown and not being able to be together, we should just refocus like our workflow so we could actually bring you some,
Gotta do
not
something.
leave everyone waiting.
Got a lot of free time. Might as
We
well
did it.
use it.
Everything that you've seen in the past couple of weeks has
did
all been
something.
quarantine. The promo video, that was in my spare room.
Dope.
So everything we got was on Amazon. So,
Are we Zeph?
Hmm?
We Zeph?
Almost. Oh, we're poor enough.
so yeah. Good track, guys. Well done.
Mm.
Good job.
I hope you
Thanks.
all enjoy.
All right, let's go through some questions because there's some interesting ones here. I've got some grapes here, by the way. I hope you can't hear me eating them. Right.
Some grapes.
Right.
When am I getting my cut of those grapes, dude?
I've got like 3. You want me to chuck you one from fucking?
Yeah, that's one each.
Oh, alright, sorry. Well, I've just eaten 2, so there's 1 now. Oh, shit.
Goodbye.
Alright, so the first question, this segues a little bit. Do you guys argue a lot? If so, who argues If so, who argues the most? Well,
Me and Dan take it in turns to shout at everyone.
yeah, Max, you
Yeah.
argue with everyone.
Yeah, it's important. It's got to be right.
Mhm. Yeah. I feel like I don't really argue. I just kind of like say something, and you go, "Shut up, kiddo. We know what we're doing." And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah. Yeah, there's not
That's
really
the
a lot of
dynamic.
arguments.
No, we
It's-
don't really argue. 'Cause
more
I don't think-
just-
none of us really care enough. We just get
No,
on with
that's
it.
not it. I
Well-
think that the vision is just kind of like naturally unified enough that we all kind of know what we want it to be like. And
True. But like
Yeah,
outside of
because
music
of
as
that.
well, I don't feel like we argue. Unless it's like, "Oh, get the next round." So I can't afford it. All that shit.
Well, no, that's the thing. It's when one person gets sick enough of everyone else's shit, they just go off on their own for a bit and come back, and
True,
everything's
true.
fine.
why do tasers seem like an explosive, argumentative con?
Well, I mean, have you heard the first 10 minutes of this?
No one could hear
we
it.
argued for like
No one
3
could hear
hours
it, but
before.
it was just me
I
on the
don't
stream
think
trying to fill the
anybody
gap
heard it.
while you were all shouting at me like, "Taylor, sort it out." I'm trying.
Fuck it hell.
Grace chimes in like, "Shout, Grace." I'm stressed. Okay, next question. We've kind of already talked about this one. How has isolation interfered with Taylor's? Sorry. How has isolation interfered with Taser's plans? Well,
Yeah,
the
it's like
album.
monumental.
album.
Yeah, what album? Who the fuck now?
Oh, yeah.
Secrets. And well, we were supposed to be moving house and like
Oh shit.
Moving into
all
London.
that, and that all got cancelled. So
Yeah, we
I've
were,
been now for like
we
the
were
first
thinking about
time
Really
in like
Taser
fucked
House.
everything up.
3 years don't have like a full studio with most of us in it.
And
or
for-
anyone around to make music with.
Oh, buddy.
Ooh,
Google Drives is bad.
yeah, Google. For God's sake,
Google
increase
die.
the bandwidth.
Using the internet to make music is a very slow
It's-
process.
Mm.
Waiting
Got
for
it.
the big project files to upload.
This is
Just
true.
not.
We were thinking about a taser household as well for a little bit, and that didn't happen. It probably won't happen for a long time. Well,
You can't afford to live with me, Taylor.
you think you can afford this mansion? This 5-bedroom house with an indoor and outdoor pool, a mini bar in every single corner of the rooms.
It's not a mini bar, it's a full
It's a
Oh, sorry.
full-size
So
bar.
every single wall is a bar.
Just anything is a bar.
My cocktails. Okay. The next question. Do you live together? No, we don't.
Kinda
Um,
used to.
well,
Yeah,
Yeah, we used to
some
before.
Yeah, so
In the
you guys
before
live
time.
together. Oh, in the
Yeah,
oh.
me and Max
What's that?
lived together for like 4 years.
5 years?
I think it was like 4.5.
2015 to 2020.
Yeah, it's like 4.5.
Maybe? Yeah, summer of 2015.
Yeah, and then we had a big fight and a falling out, and now we don't talk.
Yeah.
I'm just like the middleman. I have to tell Dan what Max says, and I have to tell Max what Dan says.
That's actually how this
Great.
interview.
In actual fact,
Um,
Max and Dan actually can't hear each other right now.
I paid an intermediate to do my voice. More alcohol.
Okay.
I'm
What?
doing a hot as shit live. You're playing some Zelda.
You're a drink, dude.
That's how you treat your girlfriend, Max.
Where's-
Oh,
Oh my
I know.
god.
it's a special holiday today, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I'm not celebrating.
if you're religious.
If-
Full
I'm-
I've been through
I'm an
this.
atheist.
I'm an atheist now. I don't believe in your pagan bullshit.
What's an atheist?
It's someone who
okay.
only eats pasta on Saturdays. I don't know where that came from. Cut that shit out.
well, we're live. So,
20 boys.
oh yeah, dude, that's my Polish friend.
Hey, bro.
That's
Big up.
Jed.
Nice to meet you.
He's a sample
Jed.
god. Anyway. Next question. Where did the name Taser come from? Well, this is actually, I mean, it's nothing like crazy. I mean, Taser's a taser. It's like electric, isn't it? And my mum actually came up with the name. I literally was like, hey, you want to like chime in? First one she came out with Taser. I was like, oh. But it was
Yeah, Mum.
originally, some of them it was like T.Y. Rose, wasn't it? Like
Yeah,
Ty
we
Rose.
fucked around with names for ages.
Oh yeah.
It was like
Wagwan.
T-Dog.
Wagwan blood.
Oh, don't.
Wag1.
Wag
T-
one.
That's like a tail wag.
Wag.
It's like a,
It's the
it's like
first
a
default
Tumblr
tail
note,
wag.
but for dogs.
Is there an emoji for that I can understand it a bit easier?
Can we credit that? Losing the crowd, guys.
Whew.
Oh my god. So yeah, my mum came up with the name and then it stuck and it's really fun to say. So I know some people don't like it. I like it. I think it fits. I mean, what else?
Who
would
doesn't
people
like it? Who doesn't like
Who
it?
doesn't like it?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've had like
Call them out right now.
Right.
They don't like your name. We'll
Ollie?
talk shit on their name.
Ollie Harrison. You
Oh,
know
sorry.
who you are. He
Who
didn't
the
like it when I
fuck?
told him. But look at me now, motherfucker.
Who the fuck is Ollie Harrison?
I've never heard of him.
So, all right, the next question, all caps. Oh, sorry, all lowercase. I got that over around.
Oh, that's it's not
It
nearly as
says beak question mark.
Beak.
Shut the fuck up, Otto.
This one's for you, Charlie.
Yeah, I
this
don't-
one is. Was it Charlie?
No, I don't know who it
Was it Otto?
I don't know who it was. I didn't write that
Oh.
one.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
great.
I probably should have wrote the names down.
Great organization.
But hey,
Yeah, how are we
now.
meant to shame people for these questions? Beak isn't a question. Beak is a certainty.
Okay.
You know what we're talking about, Fred.
Fred. Is
Oof.
Fred in the
He kn-
no?
you know
Yeah.
Beak's the certainty.
He's seen a man live a big life.
Jesus Christ! No, thank you.
Oh, the
Right.
first thing we actually did with Taylor, music-wise,
Hmm.
was
Oh my god, the sad.
the sad EP.
Oh my
Mm.
god, the cries, dude.
The
Hit me in the
cries.
face, hit me in the face, hit me in the face, in the face. That was
Probably
mental.
Probably like the third best band Guildford's ever seen, and they weren't even a
God,
real
yeah.
band.
I know.
They were a meme.
The most beautiful surf punk band I've ever seen in my life. Oh, what was that?
That's a nice Carlsberg Pilsner from.
Oh my god,
Danish one,
that
anyway.
brings me back.
Yeah, I thought I could hear the green.
Always hit the green on these wavelengths. Oh shit! This is actually jokes. So, I cut. What was it, like a 30-meter wavelength into my lawn? So just
What?
a 10 hertz wave.
Oh my god.
And how did you manage that? Like what?
Just with the lawnmower, like doing the stripes.
It's like
I just did like straight lines
like-
and then like one side curved, so it was 10 hertz
sorry about
wave.
the garden, Mum and Dad. I don't give a fuck.
Sorry
They
about the
loved it.
garden. Oh, I'm sure they did love
But
it.
I think
Sorry
it's
about
really
the garden, that'd be 30 quid, please. By the way, I'm also mowing lawns if anyone needs.
Yeah, go
During the
to
lockdown.
White Hot's Instagram and DM
White
him.
hot
White hot
landscape
lawn,
gardening.
dot green.
There'll be a
Fuck your
LinkedIn profile
curfew.
we'll send you.
Google.com/white hot lawns.
White hot lawns.
Alright, so how did Taser start? I mean, it was kind of. I mean, oh,
Someone else didn't want the songs.
Oh shit! Oh, God.
That's
it's
true, look,
kind of
that's the
true.
truth.
Yeah, it is
That is
kind of
the
true.
truth. Don't-
And
But
it's
you know
okay.
who you
Also-
are, but it's okay.
Also, the first tune was just spur of the moment.
Yeah.
And you just happened to be the
And that
first
song
person
isn't
who
out
walked
yet.
in.
But that one is like one of the best songs we've made, and it will be
It's
coming
a
out at some
jam.
point.
If you
It
just
is-
check #1 spot in the UK and like
it's the one at the top.
6 months.
The one right at the top that we haven't
Right at the
released
top.
yet
Mm,
is
yeah,
number one in
yeah.
the country right now. That's the song we're talking about.
In the country charts, not
In the
pop
country.
charts. Country. It's a
Country
country
charts,
album, if you
it's a
didn't know.
It's the
So
country
we're
song.
going on tour with Lady Antebellum.
Oh my god. So, yeah. It was like no that I mean it started from someone didn't want the tracks.
Did we do Leon before we started doing the other bits though?
Yeah. Because
No,
we
we
did
definitely
Leon.
did.
We did Leon. That was the first one we did because then on my birthday you showed me the finished one, and it was after that I was like, you were like, let's do another one. That sounded sick, and then it just kind of kept going.
No, I'm sure
Leon was
we already
like-
had.
We did
Bits
Set
for the other
Dreams
tracks
way
by then.
before.
Yeah, well, some of the stuff on the album was like written post the first time I went to Boomtown.
Yeah, like the tracks were already
Which is
kind of
like-
written, but we didn't start working on like the Taser brand
Yeah.
until after.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's
and then obviously we got some other features on the album, some big profile names.
Big names if you're into
The two big
Noise.
noise core
Or
and
Northern
you
Garage.
don't like the internet.
And don't forget about Pixis.
Sisu.
All right. Next.
But that's
What's next?
later.
How do
Good
you
question,
write?
guys.
How do you write / process? Like process of writing. How do you write?
Again.
You get sad.
Fucked
and
up.
No, I.
And
Turn the
throw
lights
some
off.
kick drums down.
Turn the computer screen brightness to full to the point where it's giving you a migraine, and then you just use that pain.
You take your TR-09 rhythm composer.
Oh.
and you throw it out the window.
And you scrap
Just
everything
bash it
and
up a
you
little
start
bit.
again.
Normally parallel some drums pretty hard.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Slam
this
it
is
through
just
a 45-year-old mixing desk. And then that's the sound, basically.
part of the reason that we've been doing these. We're doing bunch of releases now, which are slightly different to the album, though, is because like literally having the right microphones and the desk set up in
Mm.
a place that we can use it, and want to keep that consistency.
Yeah, because the
Yeah, the
singles
old-
all on the C3. Was it?
No, it was on the ribbon.
No. The singles.
Oh yeah, it's on your
S-
Behringer.
A fucking C3 Behringer.
It's up from using a parallel compression G. Not bad.
Mm.
Hey,
Someone
you got
knows some
Are you
big
talent.
words.
familiar with the Lisa's 3630?
Oh,
It's a
Dan, I think
Dropping
we're about
some
to lose
names.
Max. We were about
It's
to
a
lose
beautiful-
one.
Going into
Beautiful
some
piece of
nerd
hardware.
shit.
Oh, mate.
Well,
Okay.
it's
well,
hardware.
yeah,
Right,
There's no
compressor.
hardware on the new single.
Run everything.
No,
through
that's not
something
true. There's a
outboard and
Lasers on
orbit,
it.
Ideally analog.
True.
And there's wait, isn't that 808 as well?
Nah, it's all samples, bro.
Is it all samples? Does that not when you got
Yeah,
the
dude.
thing?
Yeah, it's before.
Shit, time's getting away.
With the writing though, so you guys
Fuck.
obviously
Telling me.
our writing's so different, obviously, because I write all the lyrics, so it's a totally different. I mean, you guys is like get sad, get messy, whatever. I'm like get tired, 3 a.m., can't sleep, stick my headphones in, and just stare at the wall, and whatever comes to my head, it's just like right. Or I get ghosted by a guy. and then I come around your house and I'm just like, fuck
Heavy.
this! Oh, fuck this! I can't. Grace can hear me. I remember the last time that happened. I burst through the door like, right, get that mic set up right now. It's just
I think you were
bursting everything.
crying, actually.
I was like
so-
sobbing. Well, yeah, I was like sobbing, but I was like, oh, I can't. I don't want to talk to anyone else. Like I was sad, but that was a while ago. I'm okay now. Things are okay. So
I think you always like kind of knew. You were always good at like zeroing on like the vibe of the track like straight away, which is
yeah,
one of the
because
things why we
I
started working.
always whenever you guys would send me a track, I would just listen to it and like immediately understand the concept of like all the vibe and everything behind it. So I would know first off when I start writing it what I want people to think and feel, and like if it sounds like Derealization, that like change in tempos and stuff, I wanted it to be very like it's like calm, but it's also got that element of like a pick me up almost. But it's quite, there's quite a lot of emotion in it, like the way that like at, you know, the end, it's like the way my vocals are, it's like a whole different. I almost say it different, like I've got some kind of attitude behind it. So like down to stuff like that.
For sure.
So I like attitude in my lyrics. So I have some wild lyrics, so I like to have some attitude behind them. You know, it makes it mean something.
My life is a meme.
My life,
Someone
what does
make
it
me
mean?
famous.
Want to
Right.
be a TikTok star?
Oh, dude, don't. No,
Everyone
TikTok is
follow Taylor on
hilarious.
TikTok.
I have the best TikTok. It's t.aza with 2 R's. Follow me. It's great. I have great content, and everyone makes fun of me for it.
Follow Taser on TikTok if you're 11 years old and use
Yeah.
TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
11 years
still
old.
not sure what TikTok is. I hear it's like mine, but without the jokes.
No!
It's like
See, people who think that they don't, if like Max is like a perfect example. If you think that not having TikTok is like some kind of
Cool.
next level maturity
a
thing, like,
statement.
calm the.
No, I literally do not know what TikTok is.
Okay, let's get another one. How would you describe your sound? Oh,
I think Ali summed it up pretty well. Loud, screechy edgelord
oh,
nonsense.
dude, yeah.
Like nothing can beat that.
Ali Ali,
Yeah.
if you don't know, is
That
the
is
guy who
it.
did the
That is the
voiceover.
sound.
So Ali's Ali Poon.
Just some guy we know from the pub.
He's a regular. He used to be one of our
Good
regulars. He's a
gaze.
legend. He's a good gaze. Yeah, he's a legend. But he
Top
does.
bloke.
He does top lad. He does like cool voices and like he's really good at accents and impressions and shit. So I was like, hey, dude. Like I was not expecting him to come out with that. I just said, do you want to join in this thing? I need you to talk shit about Taser. And the original idea was that it was going to be like loads and loads of different layers of people talking shit about Taser. And then he sent me his, and I was like, that's it. Like, that just by itself is perfect, because it's just so clean.
Yeah,
It was
he
great.
knows.
He killed it.
He
It's
killed
like,
it.
He's
it's
got
time
some
to talk
Taser
about
vibes.
Taser. Loud, screechy, edgelord nonsense. Ugh,
You can
that's
actually
great.
just hear your Doc Martens rubbing together in all the recordings.
Just out, it's like a dog wagging its tail, but she's like squeaking them rubber together.
Wagwan.
Oh, nice
What would you
callback.
describe
dude.
your music? I don't know. What bands do we like?
Oh
Bands?
wait, that's okay. Wait, hold on.
is
There's
that
that's
coming
one
up?
that- yeah, it's
Oh,
coming
oh,
up. Slow your roll.
oh, shut up then. Hold up.
Hold your beaks. Right.
Oof.
Next question. This is a really strong one. Scone or scone?
Skull.
Scone. Fuck you.
Wait, it depends. Yeah.
What?
Where am I?
What do you mean?
Well, yeah, it's like
Wait,
it's like
where
who
am
you
I?
around,
Am
like,
I like? Are we talking like
Okay,
the
so
Ritz
you've just
or
gone.
like?
No, you see.
or are you
just walked
surrounded
into
by
your
northerners and
local.
afraid to appear too posh?
If
for
I was just
You've
like,
just
yo,
walked
Dan,
into
chuck us
a-
a scone in, yeah, and
you've
then
just
if
gone
I
to
went into the
prep.
Ivy, I'd be like, yes, I'll have the scones and
So scone is
some
so
pineapple
scone is
jam.
casual for scone.
I don't know if that's
Yeah.
true.
It
That's
might
what
be. That sounds like
I
a good
think
argument. It's a good like.
it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. So you go to like the local, it's like chuck us a scone, but you're gonna go to
Fucking
prep.
mate, yeah,
Yeah.
have a scone.
Gonna have a
Wait,
scone.
gone, brother.
Yes,
Not one of these
scones
scones,
and
man.
jam. A
Okay,
little bit
so
of
that
cream
que-
and Earl Grey on the side.
Oh,
There you
finally
go.
answered that question. Wow. Right.
There. They're both right.
Stop being a tosser and just say what you want.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that much. It's like when it's like grass and bath and bath.
No, it's grass.
It is
It's
grass.
fucking
Yeah,
grass,
it's
dude.
grass
Shut
and
the
bath.
fuck up.
Okay.
You
Opinion.
were born in Surrey.
No, I wasn't. Well, I literally wasn't. Okay, opinion on parents that don't vaccinate their kids.
Fuck them. Get the fuck out.
They shouldn't have kids, dude. That's like negligence, surely.
Just get the fuck out.
That is negligence. Like surely, like come on. There was a spike in like measles outbreak a couple years ago.
Oh,
because of
they're
it.
all coming back.
Mm.
I think I don't care that much because I'm vaccinated.
Yeah, but the unvaccinated kids are gonna spread it.
Yeah, to the other unvaccinated kids.
Yeah, it's natural selection, honestly. Just get rid of them all. They're fucking stupid.
Controversial opinion.
In other words, and
extra vaccines
just
for
to
fun.
clarify, are we all vaccinated?
Against what specifically?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean,
I actually
Measles,
heard that
mumps,
if you eat a
rubella.
person with COVID-19, you can't catch it.
How have you tried that?
No.
that's why he said he heard about it.
Oh, I didn't
Read
know
it
that
on 4
But if you know someone
read
with
it?
COVID-19,
With a bit of Frank's hot sauce on there.
thanks. My COVID victim.
Tasty. They spread it to vulnerable people who can't be vaccinated. There's people
That's
who can't be
also
vaccinated.
true. Well, yeah, obviously.
Well, I didn't know this. I don't research this kind of shit. I'm not like.
Well, this was a pretty
Just
deep
have
question.
opinion.
Mm,
Yeah, it's a bit too much.
I mean,
he's another. I say question. It's something I got through on Instagram. In all caps, congrats, you win an iPhone 11. Replied to
Oh,
flame.
fuck, seriously.
Sick,
well,
dude.
that.
I better smash my phone again
This
then.
is oh my
time for an
God,
upgrade,
that
baby.
was the best thing. I remember we were like getting excited. You were smashing your beer bottle on the table, and you smashed your phone. You were bashing it like hundreds of times
How
on your
many
phone.
phones has Taser smashed?
Oh, I've
How many
smashed one
Between
phones
phone,
has he
us?
smashed? No, I've smashed the most phones.
I think you'll find
Dan.
I have
Dan's
definitely
definitely
smashed
up
the
there.
most phones. It's kind of my thing, bro.
I've smashed your phones.
Really?
You made me clip the mic, dude. Yeah, you have smashed, but you never got anything for that, bro.
Wait, guys. Before I got my mental bulletproof phone case.
Go on the spot here. The world.
What's happening?
Phone
Who-
case.
who's this
I
now?
smashed
Who the fuck is that?
6 phones in the space of 3 years.
6 phones in 3
Ooh.
years.
Oh man,
Nice.
that's actually
Sin-
quite a lot.
Since the single dropped, I've been getting groupies like almost immediately. If you guys know.
They're just like 20 of them in
Wow.
the living room just waiting to ask questions. You're like, all right,
Phone in
next, bring the
hand.
next one in.
Just like, give me your phone, smash.
Dan got the
Samsung
gold
S9,
record.
Smash.
Right.
Oh no.
He's not allowed on the live stream. He's
Oh.
going to bed.
Grace, stop.
Going to sit down and sit in bed and think about what
Grace.
he's done.
Hello.
No.
That was.
And that's all for us here at
No.
TFM.
All right. Next.
Yeah.
Fucking
Keep
hell.
on trucking.
Okay. Okay, I'm leaving like the grittiest questions that I know will end up getting Max in trouble till the end.
Yeah, I can't wait for those ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've gotta have them.
All right, keep it going.
One question was, have you jumped on the mugshot trend? No, I didn't know what this was. Right.
What is that?
So I
even
didn't
mean?
know what this was, and I googled it. It's essentially like people video themselves like painting on black eyes and taking fake mugshots of themselves, and being like,
Well, that sounds really fucking dumb.
it is so hard to watch. Like it's so hard to. I
Yeah, why
watched
would
a
you do
few,
that?
and it's so
Pass.
embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. So no,
Pass.
we're not jumping on the mugshot trend. All right.
I don't
Yeah,
know
no,
what
that
it
sounds
is.
like a really insensitive thing
James
to do.
Charles, wasn't
Grace.
it? And it was just
Who the
Is
fuck
that
is
another one of your
James Charles?
groupies? Grace, you can't say that name here, dude. Who the fuck is James Charles?
What the hell?
fuck you guys.
Oh wow.
Oh,
She
trouble in
sounds
paradise.
Oh.
We love you,
This is the-
Grace.
Your fault, Taylor.
Yeah,
She
you're the
knows
one
I'm
being a
joking.
bitch, Taylor.
I'm not being a
Yeah.
bitch. She knows I love her.
Oh, I'm
She is the Grace in the lyric in the single. Heart of Summer
Oh,
Grace.
Mm.
Yeah. That is
This
she's
is
the Grace I'm talking about.
Grace.
Yeah, that's the Grace. Taser Grace.
Hey Taser.
Yeah, there she
Hey.
is.
Hey Taser.
Hey. Hi.
Hey Taser.
Hey.
Where's my Christmas present?
Oh god.
That was the
Dude,
lyric, wasn't it?
bro.
Yeah, that's it. You got it.
Fuck's my birthday card.
Yo, I put it in the post weeks ago. I don't know where it is, and I'm so upset because that was the best card. And I told you what it said on the front, didn't I? It's like sometimes Dad goes on a long trip around the road, or sometimes he's just dead. Lol. And
Did you make that yourself?
no, I found it in a shop. But it said sometimes Dad goes for a long drive around the block, and then it said or sometimes he's going to like the shop or something. But I crossed out.
Alright.
I crossed out the end and just put sometimes he's dead. Lol.
Next question. Who the fuck asked the mugshot one? Cause
I don't know. It was some like I think it's like something dot spooky. I'm not sure.
fat bitch
It's not
question.
someone I know. It
next.
was like some weird. Okay, next
Fat
question.
bitch question next. Yeah.
Favorite Instagram influencer. Sexy
White
Stoner
Heart.
69.
oh. The Daily Kitten. That's my answer.
Who the fuck is that?
It's like pictures of cats, dude.
I don't know
I'm
about
gonna
you,
go
but
with-
Sexy Stoner 69 has some great face tats that I.
Pinky and
Nice.
wholesome.
Pyro looks good on you, dude.
Sharpie looks real nice on you, bro. You know, the sexy zone at 69. Daily kittens. Ah, it is just cats.
Yeah,
I thought you were
see,
messing with me.
It's very uplifting.
Damn it. It is uplifting.
God damn, I gotta follow that.
Oh, shit.
Dead air.
Okay.
Let me just rearrange. So
What? I thought you said let me just
Everyone's on-
rear end.
Everyone's on pause for White Hot, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, everyone hold your horses. White Hot is doing something.
can you still hear me?
Are we,
Yeah,
like, are we gonna play any? Are we gonna play any more music?
well, hold on.
Oh, can we play Wobbs' new tune?
We could play some fisticuffs, play some Moomin Rider, a bit of ESP.
Oh, hello. Well, I mean, we could play some of our music. I was a fucking idiot, and I told people, hey, recommend songs and we'll play them. But my dumbass forgot about copyright on YouTube.
You can't do that shit, dude.
So, my apologies. Thanks for the recommendations, though. I've got a sick playlist now. I had some, like, mad D&B in there. There was, like, some crazy... What is... excuse me, Mr. White? What's he doing?
Is
Where's
there
he
a man with a white Vauxhall Astra? You're needed at the front desk.
He's like, bing bong, Mr. White.
He's left, so I'm gonna take over. his
Where's he
space.
gone?
Nice.
I don't
No.
know.
Who cares? He's out of the band
This is
now.
very.
Yeah, I know.
very-
I'm gonna
Welcome.
write all the songs.
Okay,
Welcome
so
to Taser.
welcome to Taser, Grace.
Hi,
Introduce yourself.
hi. I'm Grace. I'm Grace. No, I'm Taylor's friend.
Who the fuck is
Wow,
Taylor?
just Taylor's friend.
Oh, I can hear
That's-
Max coming back, and Dan's friend, and Max's girlfriend. Unfortunately,
Oi!
joking. He's back now.
Big.
Banana.
Moo.
Hello.
Hello. Get your ass back here. Your questions.
Refresh your thing.
What
More
did you-
questions?
Yeah, we got more questions, boy. All right. Next question.
What-
When's the next release? It's hard
When
to
would you
say.
like
a
it?
couple,
That's
yeah,
true.
couple.
Do we
yeah,
want more
couple weeks.
Taser? Hmm. Of course we fucking want more Taser.
Got a couple things soon.
Yeah,
They're
some stuff
coming.
to do.
We got more things coming soon. How soon? Soon or like soon? I think soon.
Probably pretty soon, to be honest.
Things
Just
are
waiting
in
for someone to
works.
finish doing what they need to do so we can
Don't
carry
you-
on.
Don't do that to me.
I don't think it
Don't
me.
put that pressure
been-
on me.
I've been building a set for a week. Okay. I've been waiting. I still haven't got some things from Amazon I needed for that video, and I'm fucking pissed. But it's fine. I managed it in the end. All right. Another question kind of made me laugh. Did you scrap the album? No.
It's somewhere.
It's happening. It's just delayed because of quarantine, pretty much. Because we can't get the same quality as we normally would. But we
Can't
still want
send, you can't send ribbon mics in the post.
Yeah.
too delicate. But yeah, we had really good quality stuff. We don't want to like rush it and ruin the quality that we managed to get. So it's like rather wait and make something good and then release things that are like still good, but like
It's just well formed and like well thought out, and it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense to like rush that. And we've got other bits going, and we
Okay.
can like have some fun.
what? Oh, this is Gracie's question.
Oh.
What are the roles? Oh my god.
That was
Someone just got hit over the head.
Stand by, Mr. White has passed out again. Mr. White.
That is a man in a white
hey.
Vauxhall Astra
That
at the
is-
front desk.
It's a Corsa.
A
Oh,
man in a
ah,
white Vauxhall Corsa. Please return to the stream.
I'm a girl.
Oh,
okay, if you say so. What's
that's
this
okay.
question saying?
Okay. What are the roles you, Max, and Dan play in Taser? Well, I'm the groupie.
It's a
Mac-
weird thing to hear from your daughter.
They don't know about that, so it sounds really weird. Just to clarify, wait, should we clarify or just leave
No,
them?
moving
okay.
on.
Okay.
What do we do? Me and Max make the backing tracks. I do a lot of the mixing and the mastering, just because I've got the speakers.
I did a lot on the album stuff, and then
Yeah.
we've got other bits now. We've had stuff come from all over.
And I'm the face, I guess. I am.
That mouth. Well, that's because I had the gain really high because I had my head out the window.
Why have you got your head out the window?
It's having a blip.
Like a dog on the motorway. Got to feel the wind.
Okay. Okay, we're getting to the questions that
Wait,
The
how
ones
will you
that are gonna
perform live?
start shit.
huh?
Don't know yet, but whatever we
Oh.
do, it's gonna be fucking.
We've
sick.
got.
We'll come on that into I'm doing we'll talk about all that shit after. I'm just going through everyone's questions first.
You've got bits about that.
Yeah.
Because we have some thoughts.
Yeah. Okay.
We've got. Well, if you've got a bit about it later.
Yeah, we'll do all that part later. All right. So, Max.
I mean, if they want to know.
Max.
Well, all right.
I'm gonna say this now. Please don't ruin our reputation. Okay. Right.
I can't wait to hear these questions.
Go.
Okay,
Come
are you
on,
ready? Are you
shit.
ready? Most overrated local band at the moment.
Oh,
Now think about it. Just
What's
think-
local to me at the moment?
yeah, local to who? I don't really know
Yeah,
anything.
there you go. Okay.
There's sort of really no scene here, but
That's good.
Oh, someone's trying to start something there.
oh, well, I'm not looking at the comments. What they saying?
No, with the question.
The Sads.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
they were pretty overrated, to be
No, but
honest.
they were so good.
You can be good and overrated. Like,
True. Okay, in turn with that,
yeah.
most underrated. Oz and the Crids.
ESP.
Probably Oz and the Crids.
Oz
Yeah,
and the
Oz-
Crids,
Oz
yeah.
and the Crids for sure. They are legends. man.
Rockin'.
They need way more, like, for what they create. It's insane. All right,
Yeah, that,
this
Dude's a
this
machine.
one's quite nice. Who would you? Love
I'm a
to
fan
work-
of the Sads. Thank you, bro.
Yes,
Who would you love to-
yes, he does. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Who would you love to work with in music? Grimes.
I had something really good for this. What the fuck's his name? Give me a second. My mind's gone blank.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
Fucking-
can we-
By the way,
I'd
if you
like-
have any questions, stick them in the chat and we'll answer them after we get through these. Yeah, continue.
Love to work with.
Chemical Brothers.
Ooh, that's a hard one. Chemical Brothers.
and Titanic Sinclair, but
Yeah.
pre like
Hey,
pre breakdown.
DJ
Madonna.
Khaled.
Fucking
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not that jazzed on.
like to be asked to be in
celebrities.
Gorillas.
Oh, my Gorillas, man. What did you think
I've-
about the Gorillas and Slow Tie collab with Slaves?
They've done
It's-
episode 3 as well now.
Are they?
It's pretty okay.
I liked all 3 of the things they did.
I mean, the one with
Yeah.
Slow Tie, it's good, but like I don't know what it is. I think after the whole Enemy Awards, I think there's a whole thing about Slow Tie. It kind of puts me off.
Actually that's a point. There's quite a lot of in the album shit. There's quite a lot of like Gorillas influence, maybe more of the human stuff though than anything else.
All right, this is another one where I'm gonna say again, Max, I love you.
Just-
Who would you absolutely refuse to work with. Could be anyone, D to A list.
Pretty much everyone.
That's not you know that's not
Yeah.
true.
Otto,
have
you've
some
burned
in
me too
mind.
many times.
Oh no! That's mean.
I thought we were supposed to be mean. Wait, is that not what we're doing?
Do it. Go for it.
Refuse to work with.
No, you take the job offers and then you just make it so they don't want to work with you.
Ah, nice. I mean, wait. Who said Otto? Was it Dan or Max or both of you? I think it was both of
That's
you.
it.
Fucking hell.
Nah.
I thought you were going to say freak outs, honestly.
It was a joke. It was
Yeah,
a joke.
I know
guys.
it's a joke.
It's a joke.
We know. Fuck. I would say Dua
Pretty much.
Lipa.
I'd totally do a track with Dua Lipa, Nick.
Yeah, so would I. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Fucking don't like her.
So
I don't
much
know
bass
why.
line.
No, but I find her really. I guess I find her.
Oh my god. Sorry, going back to who would you love to work with? Fucking versatile.
Oh, dude! Yeah,
Oh,
they're
shit.
underrated as
Kennedy,
shit.
dude.
Oh my god, I forgot about those. If no one's heard of Versatile,
Versatile,
you're doing
Taser,
something
smash
wrong.
up.
Oh my god! Everybody's out to get me. Disconnected.
Next
Oh.
question.
Next question. Oh, this is another one. Fucking hell. I'm gonna leave that one till the end.
Whoa.
What do your friends and family think about Taser? Who wants to go
It's
first?
not the most controversial project I've been in.
Yeah, definitely not. I don't think any of my friends or family have probably listened to it. Do I even have any friends anymore? Who knows? Probably not.
Hey, we got 5 people on stream. Those are all friends.
Fucking.
They're not friends, they're admirers.
I think. I don't know.
They'd probably quite like it if they took the
Yeah,
time.
they heard
But
it. My
I mean,
family's
it's made to be liked.
because obviously I'm like the character, so I'm quite. My look's kind of intense. I think that part. They don't go like, don't do that. They're just like, oh, but why? And it's like, that's scary. And it's like, yeah, that's the point.
For loyal.
So they're like my mum, bless her, is like, I'll show her like the artwork. And she'll be like, oh, you made that well.
you did that all by yourself?
Yeah, yeah. And like, it's sweet because it's like, it's sweet that it's clearly not her thing, but like, she'll still be like super nice about it, which is cool. Like, it's cool. Okay, so the last question. Oh shit.
Mm.
The last question
Wow.
that I don't want. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Thoughts on
Just get it out.
thoughts on using a woman in a band to seem inclusive.
Pretty anti-feminist if you're
It's
just doing it for the
yeah,
attention
it's
to be able.
literally-
We're
If
not
you're
a
just doing
band.
it to be able to say, "Oh, look at me! I have a girl in my band. Get fucked. Get out of
yeah.
here. You're worthless."
It's literally doing the opposite of what they think they're doing.
Yeah,
Because
it's
like
hurting the
they're
cause
like,
more
oh,
than anything.
if we have a woman, it's like, oh, if you have like a woman as our guitarist, like people will be like, oh, there's a woman in it. That's cool.
Surely you
They're
just
good.
get the people who are good or that you like working with. innit?
Yeah, like you purposely choosing a woman to be in your band is literally using the whole thing about trying to.
Yeah, and if you're at the point where the only musicians and the only people you hang out with are dudes, then just fuck off.
Also, if you're at a point where you think that the only way you're gonna get noticed is to have a woman in your band to be inclusive, like you're doing something wrong.
It's pretty
Like,
weak, dude.
Yeah, like
Sounds pretty butthurt.
I know a few bands that have done that, and I'm not too happy about it. But each to their own. You know, it all comes out in the end, anyways. Anyway, so those were all the questions. I'm gonna go through some. There's a couple DMs I know that I have about Phazer that I thought would be fun to read.
Sliding into the DMs, are we? This is where shit's gonna get really weird.
I've had some
Judging
weird
by the
ones.
people that message you.
No, I have some nice ones.
Not
This one's
too
got
much.
question in it as well. This was from Abby
Oh.
Mason. So I used to go to school with her. She said,
Hey,
"Just isn't."
Abby.
Hi, Max. Are you still here, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, okay.
Just,
She said, I just listened to your song, and no joke, it really reminds me of Billie Eilish. But your promo video is genuinely gonna give me nightmares. Any chance you
Sweet.
bring the blonde hair back? Well, first of all, thank you. Second of all,
Contractually, no.
contractually, no. I can never. No, I like my black hair. I don't, and also, black and red. I gotta stick to the branding, dude.
Yeah, wait till the next album cycle.
No blonde hair for you, Taylor.
Yeah, Grace has the blonde hair thing. I can't
Don't
take
be
that from her.
stepping
And if
on
Grace got
that
black hair,
turf.
I would honestly rip it out. Like that's just.
Wow.
Jesus.
Jeez.
I'm kidding. Someone else said, I don't know what this says honestly, but I'm gonna try and read it. It
Some
sounds
good
banging.
English coming up.
I'm sorry.
Just carry on. Just ignore it.
It sounds. It sounds banging good on Use. I heard 5 a.m. This I look forward to more of your antics future. What?
Sweet.
And I
That's the
said,
perfect- on a serious note, that is the perfect time to listen to that song. That is like
5
when it
a.m..
was made for.
yeah,
It's that kind of like,
yeah.
am I asleep? Is this real? Am I just faking it?
Sounds like you've been in
Exactly.
quarantine for 5 weeks and you don't know what.
4 or 5 years. It's always quarantine in my mind, dude.
Don't even know what
always
day it is anymore.
I stopped counting about a month ago.
I think it has been a month, I think it has been about 30 days or something. Right. Another one I got. Huh?
Yeah. Go on.
Dylan, from Angel Blue, or ex Angel Blue. Sad. Yeah, he said the tempo changes, and then he said so fucking cool with heart eyes. I have to agree with that
Yeah,
one.
thank you.
The tempo changes.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah, that's all I'm
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Smash it with that one.
That's actually been something that I've been trying to make work for a long time, just like figuring out the right ratios
Decrease.
and maths and stuff. But I think it works. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun.
You did a good job, bud.
And it's not just a stupid halftime breakdown like
Yeah,
some
the same riff
trashy
but slower.
metalcore shit.
Oh
Like-
God, here we go. All right. this is what we want. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Gonna
another
name all the
one.
metalcore bands I know.
Um,
Uh,
something about Siren. That sounds like a metalcore band. I'm having that. No one can steal that.
Oh my God.
oh my god.
Oh my God. Oh. Okay. Someone else said Mad Gorillas and Billie Eilish vibes. It's something new. I love it. So that's fucking cool.
Yep.
That's
the
pretty much
idea.
spot on, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually cool.
Yeah. Kind of it.
Considering how much us love the gorillas.
I do love gorillas.
We do love a bit of gorillas. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. No, the black guy in the picture is not us. That's a different taser.
Not
I've
affiliated
had
with
so many messages being like, "Wait, so you're not that black guy in the picture?" No. Our distributor fucked us a little bit and put our song on someone else's taser page, but we are sorting it and we're fixing it. So
Shit happens.
shit happens, but it's still out there, and the album art is so different from all his stuff, and ours actually sounds good. So you'll know the difference between when you go through my song or our song.
No, that taser did a tune with Redline.
Yeah,
wait, I haven't heard
I like
it
Red
yet.
Light a lot more than I like Us.
Oh, dude. Red. I'll give you that.
I don't know.
I'll
There's some
give you that.
bass line on the album, dude.
There is a bit of bass line.
We
Let's
like
see
bass.
the next
Beat
next song.
line.
and
Oh,
Perfect
beat
Storm, dude.
line. Dude, beat line.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
alright.
need to finish some more of the the lyrics. Oh, I suppose
This is
that's what's
not a
gonna happen
meeting.
next.
this is not what this is.
Yeah, but if we do it like this in public, you can't like
I'm
hide
gonna
away
shame
from
Oh
you
my
into finishing
god,
this
that's
song.
not how this works.
I want to play a little bit of one of the tunes.
it.
Are we sure?
It's a shame you don't know how.
Hey, all right, moving on. Okay, so
Just
I just
everyone
heard a
check this
thump.
beat.
It just sounded like Max just fell back on his chair. Are you good,
Huh?
Max?
Yeah.
It sounded like you fell back on your chair. I heard like a thump when he said no. All right. Anyway, I don't know. I'm probably just hearing shit, honestly.
I am.
First of all, we're gonna like move on to a bunch of topics that I think.
Let's talk about the live thing first.
Before
we
we
had-
do,
Oh my god.
there I do want to say one thing. The because I just think it will be something that people will probably heard about, and it sucks. That shooting in Canada, dude. It's
I have no idea what you're on about.
there's
Yeah, I don't know what
it
you're
was
talking about.
last night. I think it was. There's 19 people, dude. 19 people died.
Holy fuck.
90 people died
Fuck.
because some absolute horrific. I'm not gonna say the guy's name, but he just literally ran around. It was like a bunch of different locations and shit, and this bunch just ran around for 12 hours. It was
Jesus Christ, what a
it
waste of
lasted 12 and this was in Canada. Like, when does this happen in Canada? Yeah, it was fucking no, they don't know what the motive was. It was just random people. We just ran around. So I just thought I'd I don't want to go too into it, but I just thought I'd say, like, you know, hearts are with the family
Don't
and shit,
shoot.
because like that's some real stuff on top of everything that's happening right now. And in the place in Canada, like, you would never even think that, but it was something that I saw that I just thought I wanted to say something about, because it's just crazy. Like, the part where it lasted 12 hours is what baffles me. Like, how does that last for that long?
Yeah, that's insane.
And I don't know how one guy can run around for 12 hours and just, it's crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to say, like, you know, thoughts of those families and shit, because that's fucked. But without bringing the mood down too much.
Getting on to how we're gonna do this live.
Yes. So, gigs, tours, all that. Where should we start?
We've been talking about it and thinking about it a lot, and we've sort of like got the basic ideas. And yeah, we probably will use like live electronic to like have some more
Yeah,
freedom
so
with it.
If anyone managed to catch ESP back in the day, it will be kind of similar to that, I guess, but not, obviously not anything like that at the same time.
Yeah, 'cause there's much
Not
more,
that big, not that like heavier setup.
much more movement as well. I feel like, because obviously there'll be.
And with like a lot of emphasis on the vocal, like
Yeah.
vocal effects. It's gonna be a big part of it, as opposed to just pounding dance music. We're probably gonna hear some 909s.
Yeah, I'd hope so. I'd be upset if we didn't.
Oh shit! We didn't go through the questions in the chat. I forgot to do those.
That was the one I was getting onto.
Oh shit! I see. Right. Let's.
I think
Yeah.
wait, what was it? Do you think genuinely live make
Oh, that's less spontaneous.
I think that's actually quite a hard thing to answer. Like,
Wait, say the question, because I.
Do you?
how will you perform live? Do you
do you-
think genuinely live electronic music has a power that less spontaneous / more prepared a live electronic music lacks? Are you trying to find a sweet spot? I think that comes down to
well,
the individual.
I guess it
like,
depends on what you mean by like spontaneous and prepared, because it's all kind of prepared to an extent. If you're talking spontaneous, it's in like people just doing modular synth jams for 2 hours. Personally, that shit bores the fuck out of me. So
I think it's kind of like, we're thinking that if we do it very structured, or we have it where we have some kind of idea like what's going to happen, we have a structure, but it's still loose.
Yeah, I
in a
think
way
it is
where we
going to
can play
be
around
like
with it.
it's
it's
is
a
gonna be
performance
quite-
still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's not going to be
all
exactly like
performance
it
needs
sounds
structure
on
of some kind.
but there'll be a difference to
Not
what it sounds like.
of its pop music.
Yeah,
But the
It's
same
not,
way
it's not
that
the classic like guitar, bass, drum, classic like 4-piece band or something. That's actually a good question. I didn't think about that.
kicks are loud enough for a fat rave. Thank you. That's what we've been trying to do.
Yeah, that's.
Think Diane would live.
Oh, I remember when you went to that. I'm kind of jealous actually.
And we didn't hear anything else being
Yeah,
played in the house
for a
except
long time.
that would for about 3 months.
Fucking hell. until, like,
That's
3
probably
a.m..
quite a big inspiration on the music as well. Pop music is normally dance music.
Mm.
Pop music is music you can dance to, but pop music is not normally dance music.
Well, it's like the difference between
Like, there's
a lot. I know
you
a
definitely
lot
get
of
it like bleeding
people-
through, but there's definitely a difference between a pop tune and a dance tune. I think.
I know a lot of people. I know I used to get it kind of mixed up. House and garage. I wasn't really entirely. There is a difference.
Garage
It's
and house are the same
Does it-
thing.
no,
bro.
wait. Okay, wait. I'm thinking of
Well,
something else then, because there's two different
house
things.
and-
I can't remember, dude.
Like
This
earlier when people were asking about arguments, you're about to hear a fucking argument.
Here we go. Here we go. It's okay.
Garage is just a subgenre.
Let me elaborate.
Shut the fuck up,
Let me
dude.
elaborate.
It's fucking true,
Both
dude.
of these geezers have degrees at ACM. I've not had a single music lesson in my
Don't
life.
say that. That makes us sound like we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Okay, both of these geezers have
Pop
degrees.
music is anything mainstream in the most basic music terms. Pop
I-
music means popular music,
Yeah.
but then also like pop
There
music
is a
itself
style.
has almost become a genre in like the last 20 years.
What am I thinking of then? It's house and something else.
Are you thinking
Ah.
of house and techno?
I don't think so.
They're
know what
pretty
techno
similar.
is. I once put
I don't know. I
phones
think.
on.
Wait, techno. Wait, where we're getting off traffic?
Well, I think today, like modern pop music is dance music. Like they're
Yeah.
not mutually exclusive.
Like classic ones you get on like the radio. That's like just radio edits and stuff. Is that what you mean?
I mean, we are trying to make you dance. So
Yeah, that is
is the
a big
point.
part of
all,
it.
All music makes you dance, right? It's like,
Not all of it. Have you ever tried to dance to The Cure, dude? Can't be done.
That's true. Yeah, you got me out. Wow, I really say some dumb shit sometimes, but I promise I know.
I'm
what I'm
gonna
talking
take this opportunity to call out the Cure.
Robert Smith, if you're still alive, get
If you're
fucked.
listening,
If you're listening, bro. Okay.
I don't enjoy your live
So-
shows.
Starting off with some topics I've got that I think I can talk about and shit. Oh shit, just dropped it. So
Shit.
the lockdown in general, how are you all dealing with it personally? Like the day to
Not
day,
very
like,
well.
like day
Like,
to
I'm
day.
being candid, dude. Not well.
I've been pretty fucked since it started.
Oh my god. What I mean,
So
I mean, I know everyone's like,
Alright.
trying to stay productive and shit, but it's hard when everything's come to a
Yeah.
standstill.
I've just made a shit ton of music.
Yeah. And like cleaning.
Yeah,
I made a
I've not
vegetable
really
garden,
done-
You made a vegetable. Okay, to be fair, that's class.
planted a load of seeds, and
Nice. What do you
I've just
shoot.
rolled around on the
I've just
floor in
rolled
a
around
heap
it.
of
I thought
bottles.
you were gonna say,
I've
I've
not
just
really
rolled
done
around
any
in
of
the
the things
dirt.
that I. I mean, I have done that as well. I've not really done any of the things I said I was gonna do.
Aw.
Which just makes me feel worse. So yeah, not great. Not the one. Get me
Aw.
out.
Oh,
Let me out. No, don't do that.
I've
please.
actually just heard that the quarantine has been lifted specifically just for you, Dan.
Oh shit,
Don't.
Dan.
I'm
Dan,
going.
Go.
Bye,
Dan,
guys.
go,
You're welcome
go,
to
Dan,
do
go.
anywhere you like, but nowhere's going to be open still.
That's the thing.
Just
So
go
I heard
stand
about,
outside the pub and
Dude.
smoke.
I hate to be
You
that
mean
guy.
outside Macca's, dude? That's the first place I'm
Oh.
going.
Oh,
Gross.
Pub. Fuck the pub. I'm getting a Big Mac, dude.
Oh my god.
So, I've heard that. I know this is really sad. Apparently, pubs are going to be shut until September. I'm sorry. I hate to
What?
say
You cut out there until when?
it. September.
Really?
And I don't know if that's 100% because every source says different stuff. But I always go off like who's saying that the most really at this point, because you never know. Most people are saying that they think because of the whole plan they're having to put in when everything does go back to normal, because it's not just going to be like everyone goes back to normal at the same time every day. It's going to be like bit by bit, and pubs and stuff are going to be the last ones. But pubs are going to be the last ones, and that will.
I don't know,
be in
dude.
there.
I think with us being like British and whatnot, they'll just be like, yeah, pubs, go.
Yeah, but then it's
You know
like
what?
if we
You've
all
suffered
go
enough.
out,
Go to the
and then
pub.
if we all go out, and then it takes one person to spread it again, and if everyone's out because everyone's been inside, and there's gonna be so many gatherings, one person can give it to everyone. So it's like that risk. Like, at what point is it gone? If that, like, when do we say that this is gone?
Well, surely at
I guess
some
when the
point
vaccine,
it
innit?
becomes more essential for people to go back to work.
Yeah, because
Because
the
like,
economy is
things will just collapse. And then if there's no money, you can't use the money to make the vaccine.
Oh, true. I mean, vaccines take time to make too. But
Nah, mate,
Yeah,
Oxford
long
University's
ass
oh
done
yeah,
it.
yeah. So this.
They've done it,
Oxford, right?
dude.
The boys.
Oxford's done it.
Well, really?
Yeah, they got one, bro.
Oh,
I don't know. Where are you reading that, dude? Russia Today?
right.
Dude,
Okay,
apparently
another-
Russia. I'm just gonna get into this now. So, like, the Chinese.
Oh god. Oh no. Have you seen
Go
the
on then,
video of
okay.
Trump? Have you seen when Trump's like, so the Chinese virus, and the lady in the crowd's like, why do you keep calling it the Chinese virus? Do you think that's racist? He's like, no, it's not racist at all. It's from China. And he says it's so weird.
But the
China.
Chinese corporations are now buying up all the businesses going bust in the West at the moment.
What? Where are you getting this from? What is your source?
The
Google.
internet. Just
Another
read some
one I said I wrote down because it was annoying me.
Invest in oil
of-
stocks. It's plummeting at the moment, but when the lockdown lifts, yeah, that's pretty much true. Oil, arms, and aerospace always go up. Invest in Bitcoin.
Oh, dude, okay.
Dude.
If any, I know a lot of these people probably won't know. No, actually, no, that's wrong. I'm sorry, Max. Everyone knows who White Hot is. Max does not shut the fuck up about buying Bitcoin.
Dude,
anything,
Bitcoin.
if anything
It just
bad
goes
happens,
up and
buy
down.
Bitcoin. It's like, Max, I've lost my job. Buy Bitcoin. I'm hungover. Buy Bitcoin.
He's
It's a global
definitely become
pandemic. Buy
indoctrinated, dude.
Bitcoin. One day we're all gonna wake up. Max is gonna be a billionaire, and it's because he's bought a fuck ton of Bitcoin, and we're all gonna look like idiots. Okay, so the next one is how the fact that it's really pissing me off is how serious this is and can be, and how there are still people that are just there's people in America literally protesting the lockdown like it's some kind of cue.
Well, going back
the-
to what we were talking about earlier, I think those people are the same people that think they don't need to vaccinate their children.
Yeah,
so
it's the same energy.
they're literally the same group of people. So
There was a group of dudes in America carrying guns around, and it was like they asked Trump, like, what are you gonna do about these people, like they're protesting with guns. And it's like, one, they're protesting about a lockdown that's put in place to help them. Another thing is they're literally waving AKs around on the street, and it's like, is that
buy
not
guns.
surreal? Like no, don't buy
arms and
guns.
aerospace.
But they asked Trump, like, are you gonna do something about it? And he's like, is that right? It's like, are you like?
Sorry, but I'm not taking investment advice from someone on a Taser live stream comment section. That is very smart. You should not be taking that person's advice. Not endorsed.
Yeah, like that video of Florida Beach with all the spring breakers, and she's like, it's getting in the way of my plans, and it's like, oh.
I mean,
it is getting in the way of my life.
In their defense.
No, yeah, it's getting in the way, but like, so is everyone. You're not special.
Was the release today international? Yeah, it was.
Was
Yeah, it was.
Was it
Or
international?
intentional?
Oh, intentional.
No, we decided
Again, yeah.
The
drop
dyslexic Max read his
dyslexic and half drunk.
To be fair, you said international, and I also said international.
Intentional?
Yeah, it was. Well, no, it kind of was. It kind of wasn't. I remember because we had the choice, and then it was like the earliest date we could release was on 420, and none of us clocked it. And then Max, I think I was one of you two. You went like, yo, that's 4/20/2020. That's a historic date. And we were like, oh. So it essentially stressed me out because it was like, oh shit, hold on, the screen. It stressed me out because it meant that I only had a couple days to make that video, which meant making the set, filming it, editing it, and getting it out at a reasonable time before the release date. So that was, but all in good faith, because it meant that it came out on the historical day that is 4/20/2020. And we did
Also,
try
I
and...
think it's a song that sounds better if you've had a smoke.
Max.
Taser is endorsing
No,
legalization.
I mean, you can't...
That is our
yeah.
official stance.
To be fair, yeah, but like, I'm not...
That is our official stance.
That is an official stance, yes, but that's for you. I don't...
Happy
partake
holidays.
Because I don't, dude. You know I don't.
Cheeks.
Don't.
Okay.
No,
Alright.
I actually don't. You know I don't. I don't like it. I don't
Hooray.
drink Guinness. Guinness is I mean, my mum's right. I drink too much Guinness.
Guinness is the weed bit.
It's the latte bit.
No, it's the cappuccino if it's poured. Actually. No, what is it?
True.
The
No, it's
champagne of it?
cappuccino when the draft breaks and your manager's in denial.
I
remember
miss
that?
draft Guinness so much.
Do you remember that, Max? Me and Max did a shift on Christmas Eve, and the the draft Guinness broke, and it was coming out all head. And even though it was all head, our manager was insisting that we sold it
Oh yeah, me
I've
and
never
Taylor used to
seen-
work together in a
in a pub.
music venue.
And I've never
Pub.
seen Max so ashamed to serve someone a Guinness. And then it
Oh
did
my
the
god!
same.
Everyone in like 12 minutes. If you go outside and look in the night sky, SpaceX is launching a load of satellites.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
You'll be able to see 7 satellites move from 2 minutes to 10 across the sky from west to east.
Hmm. Max
That's
just goes and
6
sticks
minutes.
his head out
12
the
minutes.
window.
Okay.
They did their switch over the other day. You know, every year and they like swap over the crew. But they had to because I know
About 12 minutes.
they
Yeah.
Is that what that is? I don't know. But they swapped them over in Space Station because it was like they have to isolate for 2 weeks before they go up or something.
Oh yeah, for
this
the
time
ISS they had to
Yeah,
isolate
this time
for
they had
2
to do
weeks.
it for 6 weeks, and they couldn't say bye to anyone because of the pandemic. Can you imagine if
Dang.
COVID-19 made it to space?
And they weren't letting people's families be there for the launch for the
Mm.
first time in ages.
Like that, there's a lot of historic stuff that's happening this year.
Yeah, Starlink.
Like the Queen. I know a lot of people don't care about the Queen. I don't really care about the Queen. But the thing about on her birthday they shoot guns, and this year is the first time ever they're not shooting guns because she said she thinks it's inappropriate. We at li-
SpaceX sent 300 satellites into space.
That's a lot of satellites.
Batches of 60. Apparently you'll be able to see them
Oh, cool.
for the rest of the week, like lines moving across the sky.
Oh, that would trip you. Oh my
I
god!
was-
Do you imagine how many people right now are tripping balls and they're gonna watch that all in the sky?
Yes,
The
that's all we've got
world is
time
ending.
I'm gonna look at the stars.
Oh, another thing. What are your thoughts on people exploiting this whole pandemic shit?
You cut out there a little bit.
On
What
people
are,
what?
what are your thoughts on people exploiting the pandemic shit, like with the face mask and like I've seen people make like fake face masks and selling them for merch and like they don't do anything. It's just like shitty. It's like a way to get money. But then again, it's like I know that every single thing that happens on the planet is exploited. That's like marketing.
Well, yeah, that's the benefit of living in this fiery capitalist nightmare. You can basically do whatever the
that's
fuck
the
you want if
money
you end
makes
up
the
with the money
world
in
go
your
round.
pocket.
I think the
Mm.
pandemic shows that people are kind of just there to take advantage of panic buying.
Yeah, people will always take advantage of each other. Nothing's
Oh,
ever
yeah.
really going to stop that, I don't think.
It's like I guess it's like human nature to get to the top. In a way.
That's what the album art's actually a picture of. That's human nature there. I don't know that. I made that up.
All right, we'll go with that.
Sounds a bit bougie.
Yeah, very good. Actually gonna unclip my mic. Hold it.
White Hot's on the move.
Yeah.
Someone
What's up?
said, try Spaceman 3 Dream Weapon. 45 minutes of chilled out guitar drone. Perfect for today.
Sounds pretty fun.
You can have capitalism without having hit version.
Yeah.
Oh, HTIS version? What? I'm confused.
This isn't
Yeah,
a-
I think it means this version.
Okay, I'm sorry.
This
Um,
isn't
um,
a politics
Oh.
podcast.
Yeah, this is not.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Let's get off the politics. All right.
Gonna be more arguments.
Here's one. How did we meet? Oh, buddy. So we met
we allowed to
because
tell that story.
well, no, it's fine. I
Can I tell it?
no. I'll tell the start. Yeah. Actually, you know what? No, Max, go for it. Go for it. I want to see what you say.
Go crazy.
Do it. Just do it.
Oh no, I wasn't actually expected to be given this responsibility.
I trust you. Come on. How did we meet? Come on. Come on.
Basically,
You were emotionally entangled
Taylor
with
was
someone
just
who
a
was
stray brought home by one of the sads, and then
Yeah, it's so true. Come on.
Not a stray.
they became emotionally
Mm.
entangled,
Oh my god. Okay, that's actually right. I thought it'd been worse.
and now they're not.
Oh.
But I
For the better.
like, but
Everyone's
Taylor's
better
still
off
there.
this way.
Well, I worked with someone who lived with them. We became close in ways.
We
And
adopted
then-
you because
then
you
I-
needed some strong adult role
was-
models in your life.
Don't say that. I had
It's-
some- don't.
Come on now.
Like message you off the side. Shut the fuck up. No, yeah, and then that person that I was close to, that guy, I lived with you, and then I went back to your house one time, and you were all in the living room. I was like, "Oh, you're right, guys," and it's like, "I'm 17."
Is that how?
Yeah, and then you just didn't fucking leave
then-
for like
and
2
then
years.
I
You couldn't get rid of you.
I didn't leave for like a year. No, that's not. Well,
Oh.
that is true. Well, the first impression I got from you guys was like, leave that fucking door open. So,
What?
and then
Have we got more?
we hung out, and then that guy left, and then we became great friends. Now Taser exists.
Okay.
Oh no, you guys adopted me, didn't you? You're my. What was it? What's the word?
Speaking.
What's the word?
Pathological.
Pathological couple. Oh, no, what was it? Something partnership.
Yeah, platonic life.
Platonic.
partners.
There we go. Platonic life. Max and Dan became my platonic life partner. Foster
No,
parents.
that's
You just fucking. Do you have another question?
moving on. That was a mess. That was a mess.
Okay, the next question. Okay, this one's about
How many
social
goddamn
media.
questions are there?
No, this isn't like questions. This is just like topics to talk about that I think that could be interesting.
Okay.
Has anyone seen Tiger King?
Yeah.
Yeah, although I'm not
Some of it.
entirely convinced I watched all of it in the right order, but
How
that
does
could
that
just
happen?
be like bad editing because I wasn't watching it on Netflix because I couldn't get on because I didn't know the password.
Oh,
It
dude.
was
All right, I'm just gonna say.
But I have seen
pretty
it. I have seen
shit.
it all.
I'm just gonna say
If you
it.
think,
Carol Baskin killed her husband. She fed that bitch to those tigers. Are you kidding me?
shut. That's
Are you kidding me? Dude,
I
well,
don't
okay,
know
even
who
if,
the fuck-
even if she didn't
Who
feed
the
them to
fuck
tigers,
cares?
she did something, bro.
well, something spooky happened to the
Yes,
dude. But if
yeah.
you're one of these people that think just like Joe Exotic is innocent and shouldn't like be out free, then you're fucking deluded.
Yeah, no, he's
Like, if
definitely
you
he's
watch
supposed
that
to be
whole
in prison.
thing- And feel sorry for the guy for where he is, you're a fucking
Yeah.
moron.
Yeah, that guy needs to be somewhere where people are watching him.
What about the other guy who like wants to fuck the tigers?
Oh,
with the
yeah.
blonde hair, the long blonde hair.
Yeah,
Like the
that
cult
dude's
leader.
creepy.
Oh
He is
my
really
God. Yeah,
creepy.
Doc. He had like slaves basically. Like the women, like he changed their
Wait,
names
yeah.
Well-
legally.
Yeah, he would like adopt all these virgins and like make them come and live with him and shit.
Wait,
So weird.
what? What are we up to now? Are we just?
Gonna
Oh
talk
no,
about Tiger
shit.
King for the
No,
next.
there's no spoilers, but like
I wanna
Doc
go.
is a cult leader, dude. It's a cult. It's so weird.
Satellites.
Salad. Another topic is social media based. This is something I definitely was thinking about today. Especially with the whole release and like branding. Do you ever feel like you become in a way obsessed with? I know you guys don't really use it too much, but that feeling of like, not I wouldn't say obsession, but like constantly checking your social medias, but to a point where it's like you catch yourself like really paying too much attention about things. If that makes sense.
Well, yes
My
and
issue
no,
is not
because like,
caring enough.
well, no, my whole thing is like I don't really care that much, but then very occasionally I'll see something which will just like spin me out hardcore that I just did not
Yeah.
need in my life at that exact moment. So I
Mhm.
suppose in that way it is quite detrimental, but I'm quite comfortable going like 6 months plus without even looking at a phone because smashing it and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I'm
up and
like,
down.
I know obviously because I do all like the media stuff for the Taser things, but I quite enjoy it. Like I like making graphics. I like making all of that. Oh, nice.
Gotta get that last bit of squeeze it for all it's worth, dude. It won't be holiday tomorrow.
It's like ASMR.
No, it can be like very triggering.
Yeah, for sure. If you see certain things, I mean, I've been very aware of it at the moment as well. Like, because today I was constantly checking, like every 10 minutes, because I want to see what people think about the single and stuff. But I think every time I was updating about the Taser stuff, I was constantly checking because I want to know what people think. I want to know if people are excited,
Oh,
stuff
see,
like that.
Today I just decided that I just wasn't gonna look at my phone at all. It's
Mhm.
like I don't know, like I know that you guys were like messaging the chat and trying to get a hold of me. I was basically just ignoring you all day.
Yeah, you're like, I'm on a walk, and I was like, all right, fair, I'll leave you to it. 'Cause I like,
Fuck off.
yeah, fuck off. No,
Oh my
I do
God.
get like that. I get times where I'm like, I don't want to look at it for a while, but then it's like, oh, but it's not that bad. Like, if I check it one more time, it doesn't matter. But it's when I'm like sitting there and I'm like planning to do stuff with my day, and then I end up sitting there for like an hour, 2 hours, just going through the same three apps, and then you just kind of realize, and it's like, oh my God. But
I mean, yeah, like first thing in the morning, that's a really bad time to check Instagram.
that's
because
literally
that
when
will
I literally wake up
That will
and
spin
check
you right
everything.
out.
I do that every
That
day.
happened to me the other day. It will just fuck your whole day up.
So I do it all the time. I need to stop because I end up. I literally wake up and check everything. I check emails. I check messages. Like just to kind of get them out the way, and then I leave my phone away for a couple weeks, a couple hours. But I guess first thing in the morning, last thing at night is the worst time. But that's literally the times where I find I'm looking at it the most. Oh man, but like, I like to know what's going on. But like, there's that, and then there's like obsession, I guess. Okay. So, oh my God, let me try to say that again.
I might
here
have
we
to
go.
run and look at these satellites.
I've taken. Wait.
Yeah, I
we're
actually
at,
do
we're
really
at
want
an
to check
hour
that
and
out
a
as
half,
well.
so we could say a couple more things and wrap it up because an hour and a half was kind of the mark that we wanted, wasn't it? Someone said,
Yeah, that's.
I've taken to spending time before bed to choose a song to wake up to get rid of that feeling. That's cool.
That's a pretty good idea.
That is
I know
actually pretty
it's hard not to do that in quarantine as well. Yeah, it is hard because like that's your like lifeline to everyone else. But
yeah, that's true. In
Yeah.
quarantine, it's hard to like keep
it
yourself
becomes so much more
occupied.
essential.
It's like there's nothing to do. Like I know you can go for a walk and
Yeah.
that, but like you can't go out and like actually do things, and you kind of feel bad about it if you do as well.
Yeah, and you just end up walking around the same. Because I know when I go out for a walk, I always go to the same place, take the same route, and do the same shit. It's like, ugh, I might as well have just stayed inside.
Yeah.
The satellites have started now.
Oh, satellites.
So I breathe. All right. So, anything else anyone wants to say, and then we'll wrap this up.
Love you
Got a
all.
lot of things I want to say, but I probably shouldn't.
Oh no.
Oh.
Max, did you say I love you all? That's like the most wholesome shit
Yeah.
you've said this.
Happy
One of the
releasing
nicest-
single day.
Thanks, Granny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
happy release
you.
day. Taser's live. Taser's birthday is 420.
Happy birthday,
There's
Taser.
more things
That's
coming.
Happy birthday, Taser.
yeah. We've got another song that's like very nearly finished.
It's in the
Hopefully, we'll
works.
get that out pretty soon.
But I'm from what I'm thinking, are we doing this again next week, or
Next
talk
week.
maybe just like
yeah,
a shorter
well,
one? This one was a bit longer
yeah.
because it was an introduction. But yeah,
Yeah, it's been pretty fun though.
it has been
It
fun.
has.
Hopefully you all,
I do
enjoy.
one with you, Tay.
Oh, hello.
That would be jokes.
Um.
All right.
So yeah, we've been Taser. It was great to meet you. I hope you
You can't
enjoy
see,
it.
but I'm dabbing. Goodbye.
Oh my god. All right, we're all dabbing. 1, 2. Jesus Christ. All right. Thank you all. Go stream
Shut the
Theorization.
shit down.
Yeah.
Go watch the satellites, everyone.
Go watch the satellites. Have a good day. Peace. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you later.